Hi, welcome to Roy's Game Table. Today we continue our series of 5 stocking stuffers for Christmas. And today we're looking at One Deck Dungeon, Forest of Shadows expansion. So pull up a chair and let's see what this game's about. Alright, well you may be wondering why I'm looking at the expansion for One Deck Dungeon in this series. Because, you know, I've already got a One Deck Dungeon game in this series. Well, number one, I think it's a good game, and it's something that I think would be good in a stocking. But it isn't just an expansion, it's a standalone expansion. So it's one that you can buy and play on its own without having to have the core game of One Deck Dungeon that we looked at in a previous video. So let's go to the table and let's see how it plays. Alright, so we're just about ready to start going, and I've already kind of gone through the rules in my previous playthrough with One Deck Dungeon that I did in game 1 of this series. And so if you want to learn more of an explanation how to play One Deck Dungeon, you can go hit the I at the top and go watch that video, because the gameplay of this expansion is pretty much the same as that. There are a few new elements to the expansion. One of them is the poison mechanic, and I'll talk about that when it comes up. Also, in this expansion, you can have your dice exiled, which just simply means that if a die has to be exiled, then one of the dice from the general supply gets removed from the game. And that's bad because you are limited by the amount of dice that's in the supply. So you don't want to lose dice out of that general supply. And then another thing in this expansion is you get to start with a basic potion, and there's 4 different abilities that you can choose from right here. And today I'm gonna do the one increase 2 dice by 1 each. So that's the one I'm gonna use for my hero today. And of course you start with a potion token, just like you do in One Deck Dungeon. And I'm gonna play today with one of the expansion heroes, the Slayer. And you can see there her heroic feat. Roll any or all of your dice stored here. Store a heroic die here when you complete a combat encounter, and you may store it to 2 dice at a time. And then her ability, Whirlwind, increase a combat or increase a yellow or blue die by 2 each. And so I think that was a pretty good deal. I am going to be playing, starting off a campaign today on standard, which means I get to start with some experience points, and I have 4 experience points. I got lucky because at the end of the game you draw the top card and you get it experience. I got lucky, I'm already at 4 out of 6. And then our dungeon today, we're going to be going up against the Mud Golem boss. He's the first boss listed on the campaign sheet. And as you can see, the dungeon challenge there at the front, it says sludge. Spend time when you gain an item as loot. So I'll have to be dealing with that for this first part of the dungeon, and actually for each stage of the dungeon. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So we will discard the 2 cards and explore and fill up our area here. Now, in the expansion, after you explore, at the end of your explore turn, you're supposed to resist poison. I don't have any poison on my hero, so I won't do it right now, but when it comes up, I will do it. But I'm just letting you know that this is when you would actually have to roll to resist poison, which is the new mechanic in this. Okay, so let's go to the next turn. Discard 2 cards, start the turn, and I'll encounter this. All right, we have a Peril Bramble Field, and it's a 2 experience. So I can either clear a path for 7, but I need yellow, which is my worst stat, or 10, which is one of my better stats. You know, I do have a potion I can use, increased dice. And now I do have this 4 that I have to fill in, but she does roll 4 pink. I think I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for this. So I'll get 4 pink dice, and that's all I get to roll. So, you know, well, like I said, one of them's going to go here, so I've got to get 10 with the other 3. Let's see if I roll well enough to do this. Okay, we'll put the 5 up here to cover the 4, and then we got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, just barely. But that's all right. We didn't have to spend a potion. We didn't take any of the penalties, which the penalty was to take a wound. And this drop here, that's poison. That would mean I'd have to take 3 poison. But I don't have to do that. So I get this, and I can take it as an item. But if I do that, I got to spend a time. Or I can take it where I can spend 2 yellow, and then I roll a yellow, pink, and blue, and increase one of them by 1. And that's nice to be able to get to roll some extra dice. I think I will take it as a skill for now. Well, actually, I'm going to use it to go ahead and level up. I'm going to go ahead and use it to level up to level 2. So these 2 cards will go out of the game, and I am in level 2. And when I get to level 2, I get another potion, and now I can roll 1 black encounter die with every single encounter I do. So that's good. Okay, let's go to my next turn. And I'll encounter this. And it is a vortex stone. All right. That is pretty nice. But that's a 4. And of course, if I do the pink, I would need 13. I do get to roll a black, but this... And this also is a new element. I want to talk about some things on the card. On some of the perils, if I do the blue, I have to take it as an item. If I do the pink, I have to take it as a potion. So whichever one I do, I got to take that, or I can always take it as 4 experience. And then this little green leaf symbol, if you're doing the resist poison and you have an open door, let's say this is I left open and I resist poison, this green leaf symbol would add 1 to the roll. So it's actually a helpful thing, and you'll see that if it comes up. So I think I'm going to flee from this for now. I mean, I might be able to do it, but it's still pretty early, so I'm going to flee from this. And let's see, this card 2, go to the next door, and we have a combat encounter. The Spicalon needs pink and yellow. Sure, I'll go after it. So I'm going to roll 2 yellow, 4 pink, 1 blue, and then I always get the black, and I do have 2 potions I can spend. I do have her ability, so maybe I'll get to use it. All right, let's see what I roll up here. Okay, and I have a 4 and a 5 yellow that I also need to try to cover over there. So, I've got a pink 5 that can cover this pink 5 down here. I can turn in a pink die to increase a yellow or a blue by 2, but I don't really need any blues. I do need a yellow 4, but let's see here. I'll use the 6 to cover this wound. A 6 to cover this 4, I guess. Okay, and I think I will turn in this pink die over here to increase a yellow and a blue by 2. So this yellow will go from 2 to 4. And I'll place it over this 4 down here. And then the blue will go from a 4 to a 6. All right, so now I can turn these 2 6s in for a black if I want to. But I think I'll use this pink 6 to cover this 3. And I think I'm going to stay there. I know I have 2 potions, but I'd like to try to save up potions as much as I can for the boss. And so I'll just take this penalty. So it's going to be 2 poison. And then blues 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and I get this. And then after a combat encounter, I can store a heroic die. So that's good. So I can take this as an item or a skill. And if I take it as a skill, I can roll a yellow and then gain a pink 4. Or I can get another blue. I think I'll take it as an item to get another blue die. Seems like that might be a good thing. Now, if I do that, of course, I've got to spend the time because of this sludge thing here. So let's keep going now. So spend 2 and let's encounter this. And it is another combat. Gaze, skip the use heroic feat step. All right. I'll go ahead and encounter this, and I'm not going to use the heroic feat anyway. So it is 2 yellow, 4 pink, and 2 blue, and 1 black. Okay, let's see if I can roll good enough to get some things done here. All right, you see it's pretty good, quite a bit of high numbers. Let's see, we need a pink 3 to cover this. That'll work. We'll do the blue 5 to cover this 2. Let's actually use it for now to cover this wound. The blue 6 to cover the 6 here. I need a 10 to cover this 10 spot. I don't want to take any more poison if I don't have to, so I'll use it to cover that. And then let's see, I got a 6, yellow 6 I can put over here over this 5. 2 more spots. And I'll just use, I'm not going to use potions or the ability. I'll just use a black 5 to cover this 4 on the actual ice room. And I can't cover up this, so I'll just lose 1 time. That's not too bad. And I can defeat the encounter. All right, and that's going to give me another heroic die because it was a combat encounter. And let's see, if I can spend a pink to gain a 4 heroic, that seems pretty good. Or I could get another yellow die. But I think for now, I'm going to use this as a skill. It seems like that'd be a pretty good skill. So we'll do that. And then we'll spend 2. And I'm not going to explore. I think I will go ahead and see if I can't take on this vortex stone. Because I can use my heroic dice in perils. So 2 heroic dice. And then... well, I've got to decide if I want to get the potion or the item. I think I'll take the potion, so I'll roll 4 pink. And then 1 black. Oh, and you always have to roll the heroic dice first. Let me do those first. All right, a 2 and a 4. Okay, now I'll roll my other die, my normal dice pool. Okay. Wow, the rolls weren't really that good, in my opinion. Let's see if I can do this. I might be able to still do it. Put a 4 here. And then I need 13. Let's see. 4. And 3 is 7. And 3 is 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, I have plenty. So good. I didn't have to spend a potion or anything. And so now I have to either take this as a potion because I did the bottom one. Or I can take it for the experience. And this potion will allow me to prevent 2 damage. I can't use it against bosses, though, is the only thing. But it will allow me to prevent 2 damage. And sure, why not? I'll take it as a potion. And just go ahead and grab another. And get another potion. Now I have 3. So spend 2. And we'll explore. And now, at the end of the explore phase, you're going to get to see the resist potion because I do have 2 poisons. So what you have to do is you roll any kind of die. I'll just roll a black die. And I need to roll higher than a 2. If I roll higher than a 2, as you can see there, if you succeed, remove 1 potion or poison from one of the heroes. If you fail, remove 1 poison from one of the heroes and add 2 wounds to that hero. So... I need to roll a 3 or better here. And I do. I get a 6. So I get to remove a poison. So that's good. Nothing bad happened. And we'll discard 2 and move on. And I'll encounter this door. And it is a rope bridge. Okay. I think I'll go ahead and encounter this as well. So, because... if I could use a potion to prevent 2 of the damage. I would only take 1. So yeah, I'll do that. I'll do the bottom one, I guess, because pink's her best stat. I don't have any black. So 4 pink and 1 black, or I don't have any heroic die, that is. So I'll roll these up. Let's see what happens. Okay, so I need a 4 up here to cover that. And then 6 and 5's 11. Yeah, 12, 13, 14. We're good. So now I have another decision. I can take it as a potion, which I can only use again for perils, but I could get roll 2 black die, discard 1 of them, or take the XP, or take it as a pink. I think I'm going to take this as an item. And so there we go. I've got another item. So 5 pink, I have to discard a card because of the sludge penalty over here, because I took it as an item. Now we'll discard 2 cards for the start of my next turn, and I'll open this door. And we have a bramble field. Okay. Well, let's just do it again. I'll just do the pink. I'll roll 4 pink. and a black. I've been doing pretty good on that so far. So we are going to encounter this, and we get a not very good roll here. All right, so we have to put a 4 here, and then I need 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm a little short. I don't want to take the penalty, so I can increase 2 dice by 1. I'll spend a potion, and when you spend, the expansion has a cure ability instead of healing for the one that you always have, and it says you heal 1 or spend a poison anytime a potion effect is used or your potion is gained. And when I gained that potion, I guess I could have cured that poison I have over here. I can't remember. But basically, I'm using, anytime you can heal 1. So basically, I'm using a potion right now to increase 2 dice by 1. And because I'm using an ability, I can also heal a wound or a poison. So I'm going to remove the poison now. And then also, as I said, I need to remember that when I gain a potion, I can heal a wound or a poison. Okay, so I'm increasing 2 dice by 1. I'll just increase the 5 to a 6 and the 2 to a 3. And that's going to give me 9, 10, 11. Yeah, it's going to be giving me plenty. So now I can take it as a potion, get a potion back. And it would allow me to ignore all of the shield icons, but only for combat. Or I could get a 3rd blue die. And I think I'll do that. I think I'll take it for a 3rd blue die. So we got another item coming over here. Now I've got 2 items. Or no, I've got 3 items. So I'm at my max for level 2. Discard a card for sludge. But I still can get 2 more skills at level 2. All right, so let's discard 2 cards and keep going here. And we have a null and another potion that I can get. All right, I'm gonna encounter him. So I cannot place heroic die on dungeon challenge boxes. So I have to have yellow for that, or something. But yeah, I have to have yellow for that, or I won't be able to cover them. So I get 2 yellow, 5 pink this time, and then 3 blue and a black. So I should be okay, although like I said, I have to get yellow over here, a yellow 4 and a yellow 5. Okay, well, it is possible. Yes, I could do it. I do have a yellow 5 that I can cover up over here, but I also need I have to have a yellow 3 or something to cover up this box, and I have to have a pink 4. So let's see. I'm going to turn in this pink 1 over here to gain a heroic 4, and I'll use that to cover the 3, I think. And then I'll use a pink 5 to cover this 4 down here. So I've got the shields done, and I know that shields have to be placed first, and so I should have placed those first, and then the 5 over here. And then I think I'll use this other pink die to increase a yellow and a blue by 2. So this 3 yellow will become a 5 yellow, and we'll have this blue 2 become a 4. And then the 5 yellow, let's see, I'll put that up here to cover this 4. All right, and so I need to get pink. I need 8 worth in pink and 7 worth of yellow. That'll be pretty easy to do. I'll turn these 2 4 blues in for a black 4. And I'll put a 4 here, and then this black 5 here. So that's 9 on the yellow 7. And then I've got 11 of pink to cover the 8, and a die left over. So I complete everything. I didn't put any black over here. So I defeated him. And I can take him as a sword, which I'm at my item limit. So I'd have to convert 1 into XP if I wanted the sword. Or I can take the potion. I think I will take the potion. So I'm going to identify that potion. It's going to allow me to gain another one. I could heal a poison or a hit point, but I don't have any. So we'll discard 2 cards and encounter this. And it is going to be another peril. Oh, by the way, after that combat with the null, I get a heroic die. But if I did, it's too late now. But I just remembered in time with this null to get the heroic die from the combat. But anyway, I am going to encounter this. I can spend a time and do the yellow, which would only need a 9, or I can do the 12. And again, I'm rolling 5 pink, so I'm going to do the 12 here. And I won't use my heroic die. I'll save that up for something else. So I get 5 pink and a black. All right, come on, let's get a good roll here. Okay, we'll put the 4 up here to cover the 4 that has to be covered. And then I got 2 pink 6s. So that's 12. So we're good to go there. So far so good, I think. I don't get a die because this is a peril encounter. And let's see. Do I want to take that or the skill? Well, I like what I have over here. Pretty good. So although I could, I guess, get rid of this pink. This pink one over here, but I think if I can turn in up to 5 worth of blue. It doesn't have to be a blue 5. It could be like a blue 2 and a blue 3. And if I do that, I get a blue 5 and a yellow 5. I think that's pretty good. I'll keep that and make that a skill. Okay, and so we're ready to move on, and we'll have to explore. So we'll discard 2, and let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so the stairs have been uncovered, and I think once the stairs are uncovered, when you're exploring like this, you can immediately descend, and I think I will descend down to stage 2. All right, so let's go ahead and start on the 2nd floor. We'll explore, and I won't have to do the resist poison because I don't have any poison. And by the way, I've got a new dungeon challenge box here, but there's nothing in it. But I still have to do the one at the top where if I take something as an item, I have to discard, a card for time. All right, so we explored. So now let's discard some cards at the start of a new turn, and let's open this door. Okay, we have a Great Spirit, another peril. So I can either take it as do the 10 and take it as an item, or the 11 and take it as a skill. And I probably actually will take this as a experience, but neither one of them rolls real well. So I think I'll do the 10, or I'll do the 11 since I rolled 3 blue, and I will use my heroic die for this. So there's a 3, and then I roll 3 blue and a black. So hopefully something pretty good here, because I've got 2 boxes I have to fill out over here. All right. No, it wasn't very good. Let's see. I have to have a 4 here. And I could, well, let's turn in. Nope, that's only for combat. I can't use any of these. I could use, let's see, I'm doing the 10. I could use a potion. I really don't want to. Let's see, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm 1 short on the 11. Yeah, I will use my increase 2 dice by 1. So I'll spend a potion. I'll increase this blue by 3. This one to 3. So let's see, it's 3, 6, 9, 12. So it's enough to cover it. So I'm going to take 1 damage and lose a time. And I will, let's see, I did the 11, so I would have to take the skill, but I'm going to take it as experience, I think. So we'll do that. Okay, let's move on. Discard 2, and I'll look at this door. A giant spider. So spend time for each poison in the party, which would not be anything, but he requires yellow and blue, my 2 worst things to do. I'm going to flee for him, maybe come back to him because I don't have anything to help me roll. So I'm going to flee. Let's discard 2, and I'll come into this one. And it is a Shadow Stalker. All right. So this isn't much better. 3 blues, only 1 pink, and 2 yellow. I'm going to flee from him too. Probably not the best decision, but I want to get, maybe this will be something good that I can use. A Razor Bark, which is even worse because he would make me exile a black and a yellow die. And I know the boss makes me exile diets when I get to him, so I really don't want to have to do that. All right, well, an unfortunate turn here, a couple of turns, and I'm not going to just keep running for everything. I guess I will just go against this razor bark here, which means I've got to exile a black and a yellow die back to the box. And so I roll 2 yellow, 5 pink, and 3 blue and a black. And I've got to cover this blue 4 over here. So let's see what I can do. I do have some skills to help me. All right. Well, I don't think this pink 1's going to do me any good, so let's go ahead and use it for something. Let's use this pink 1 to give myself a black 4. And then I'm going to use the blue 1 and the black 4 over here to give myself a blue 5 and a yellow 5. And then I'm going to use the black 2 as a pink to turn a yellow and a blue to up 2 dice each. So this yellow 5 will make a 6. And I think this blue 3, I'll make it a 5. Okay, now let's see what I can do here. I need 15 on this blue, so let's see. Well, I have to have a blue 4 as well. So I've got to put a blue 5 there. And I'll put a yellow 6 up here. And then a yellow 6 here to cover that wound. I kind of want to cover wounds right now. And then a pink 6 to cover this poison. A pink 6 to cover the other poison. And then the 2 blue 5s. That was a 5. So that's 10. I'll turn in these 2 pink 6s to get a black 6. And that's going to give me 16. And I got 1 yellow die left, so I'll lose 2 time, but I'm happy with that. So I'll just lose 2 time, and I get this razor bark. Okay, so I can either get it as an item, which I'd have to switch something out for it. I could use it as XP, or I could get this ability where I could get up to 6 blue and get a yellow 5, pink 6, or 4 blue. And that actually seems like a pretty decent ability as well. Yeah, I think for now I will take that. I will take that as a skill. So now I've got 3 skills and 3 items. So I'm maxed out. Everything from now on, I'm going to switch something out or go for XP, and that's okay. So we'll discard cards, and I get a heroic die because that was a combat encounter. All right, let's see. Let's go after this giant spider. It's not quite as bad as a shadow stalker. Not quite as mean, I would think, although it wants 4 yellow and 3 of these pink. So I may have to use a potion, but we'll see. In fact, I will roll my heroic die, I think, for him. So a 4. And then 2 yellow, 5 pink, 3, 4, 5, 3 blue, and a black. All right, let's see what I can roll up here. Okay, so I got this black 4. All right, a lot of low numbers. So let's turn in a pink 1 for a black 4. Oh, and I was supposed to spend time for each poison on the party, but I don't have any. All right, so I did that, and all right, I know I have to have a 4 here, so I'll use a 4 for that, and I'll use this blue 6 to cover this blue 6 here. Okay, so that's good. Okay, and before I do the 6, obviously I have to do the greens, but I was just seeing what I had. I'm going to turn in the pink 4 and the pink 3 to get a black 3, and then I'll turn the black 3 and a blue 2 in over here on this fireball to get a blue 5 and a yellow 5. All right, and then let's take this other pink 1 here to increase a yellow and a blue by 2. This blue 5 will go up to a 6. And we'll do the yellow 2 here up to a 4. Okay, and then I'm going to take this blue 6, because I only need one blue 6. I'm going to turn this one blue 6 over here to get a yellow 5, I think, a pink 6, and a blue 4. All right, so now let's start filling in the slots here. And I've got a yellow 5 for that shield, a yellow 4 for the 3 shield, a yellow 5 for the 4 shield, or actually let's put a black 4 over that shield, and then a yellow 5 right here. Okay, and then I've got a blue 6, and then I got a blue 4, so I've got everything covered on the spider. And then I'm going to put the black 4 over here on that yellow spot. So I got a yellow 5 I need to fill. So I'm going to turn a 6 and a 5 pink in for a black 5. And put it up here. And we have everything covered. But one of the things I want to note is I've got all the black dice out being used. There are 9 left in the supply. I barely had enough. And that's why it was bad to have to exile a black die, because I almost didn't have enough to be able to do what I needed to do. But I did. So we will put everything back, all the dice back. I beat this spider. And I can take him as XP, or I can take him as an ability, as a skill. I think I'm going to take him as experience this time. So we are at 6 out of 8 that I need over here to get up to level 3. And I think I'm going to explore now. So let's explore. Come back to him later. See, 1, 2, 3, and then my next turn. Hopefully this is something good. All right, so we have a moss golem. He's a 4. You spend 2 time when you place a heroic die on this card. So that's something I got to keep in mind. I think I will go ahead and counter him, because this devastate ability I've had before. It's pretty good. It's pretty decent. So I think I will encounter him. So, oh, by the way, the spider was supposed to let me get a heroic die, which I will use right now. So that's a 4. And then I get 2 yellow, 5 pink, 3 blue, and a black. Okay, so let's shuffle these up. And I got a lot of 1s again. So let's go ahead and take this pink 1 and get myself a black 4, I guess. And I know that I need a blue 4 here, but if I had to spend 2 times to put a black on this card, so let's put a black over here on this 4 and put the black 4 over on this 4 for now. Well, I have a shield that I gotta fill first. So let me figure out what I want to do about that. I think I'm gonna turn in a blue 4 and a black 1 over here on the fireball to get a blue 5 and a yellow 5. All right, and then I'm gonna take the blue 4, or I'm gonna take the black 4 and no, I'm sorry. I am gonna take the 4 blue and the 2 blue over here on this 6 to get another yellow 5, to get a pink 6, and to get a 4 blue. And then I'm going to use a pink 3 here to increase a yellow by 2. I'll do this 1 up to a 3. And then I'll do this 4 blue up to a 6. So now let's start filling stuff in. I got 2 yellow 5s to cover up this 10, and that'll work. I'll put a black 4 over here to cover up this 4 on that. And I got a blue 6 that I need for this, a pink 6 that I need for this one. I got a pink 4 for that. Another pink 6 over here that I could use to cover that, but then I need a yellow 5, and I don't have a yellow 5. So let's see, 5 and 3 is 8, and 3 is 11. So I can do that. So I'll put these 2 3s and this 5 here for 11 to cover the 10, so that this yellow 5 can come over here. And then I'll put the pink 6 here, and it looks like I did it. So I didn't have to spend any potions. Did have to use all my abilities, but I got them. And I didn't put any heroic dice on him, so I didn't have to spend any time for that. And that's good. And like I said, I do like the Devastate ability, so I think I am going to take that. Well, maybe. No, actually, I think I'm going to take it as an item. I'm going to replace this pink foot here and put it over here, and that's going to level him up. But I'm going to make this golem an item now. So he'll replace that, and I did that because now I got more hit points. I've got 6 hit points now instead of just 5. I do have to spend the time because I took it as an item, but I leveled up. I got 3, 6, 7, 8 over here. So these will leave the game, and I'll move up to level 3, and when you go to level 3, you get a potion. So now I have 3 potions that I can use and hopefully have some for the boss. I think I'm doing pretty good. So let's discard 2 cards and keep going. And let's see what this is. It is a giant spider. By the way, the moss golem lets me get a heroic die. I keep forgetting about that, but when I finish a combat encounter, I get a heroic die. All right, another giant spider. Spend time. You know what? I'll. Why not go after him? I defeated him earlier, and I can get another yellow die here. Of course, and I get 5 items because I leveled up. So I'll go after him, and I will use my heroic die. Why not? It's a 5. I roll a 5, so I get 2 yellow, 5 pink, 3 blue, and a black to roll against the spider. Let's get a good roll here. Okay. So I have to have a yellow 3, a yellow 4, a yellow 5, and a blue 4. So let's see. I've got a yellow 4 that can go there. And I've got a blue 6 that I could use here on this. And I got a black 4 that I can use up here. So I think I'm going to turn this blue 6 here in to a yellow 5, a pink 6, and a blue 4. All right, so now I have a blue 4 I can put up here. I'll do that. And then I need, I've got the yellow 5 for here. And let's see, black 5, a black 4 can go over this 3. We got a blue 6. We have a black 5 that can cover that, I guess. I'll turn in these 2 pink 3s for a black 3, and turn the black 3 and the blue 2 over here for fireball to get a blue 5 and a yellow 5. Put the yellow 5 to cover this, and then I'll turn in 2 6s for a black 6 to cover this 5 up here, and I'll turn in 2 5s to get the last black 5 to turn it in up here over this 4. So again, I used up all the black dice I have, but I was able to do it and didn't have to spend any potions or anything. So that was good, and I could take it as to get another yellow combat die, which would be nice, or as a skill, or use it as XP. I would like to have some more items, and I would like to be able to roll more yellow dice. Like when I get to the boss, I'm going to do that. And of course, I've got to spend the time though. And we'll spend 2 more time at the start of the next turn to encounter whatever this is. And it is going to be a vine trap. And it can give me another potion that I could use. And I can only use this potion as a peril, but if I get a 4th potion, I might be able to use some of these other ones like Aid and Brawn against the boss. So let's go ahead and encounter that. And it is a peril. I'll do the 7 pink. I'll spend a time to be able to get this pink so that I can do the pink. So I roll 5 pink and a black. I should be able to do this pretty easily. All right, we have to have a 4 to cover that. We have to have a 6 to cover, or a 5, but I've got a 6 to cover that. And then I got 6, yeah, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13 it looks like. So we're good to go there. I think I will take this as a potion. So we're going to identify this as a potion, which will gain me a 4th potion, and when I gain a potion I can heal, so I'll do that. I need to get some more skills. I only got 2 skills and I can have up to 4. Alright, so I'll discard 2 cards. I'm at the stairs. I could encounter this, I could go ahead and try to encounter this Shadow Stalker, try to get 4 experience here. And you know what, I think I will go ahead and encounter this Shadow Stalker to see and just use it as experience if I can beat it. So I don't have any heroic dice, unfortunately, but I do roll 3 yellow now. I roll 5 pink, 3 blue, and a black. And I do have, I actually have 3 skills here. I've got 4 potions that I could use if I need to. So let's see what happens. All right, so I've got a blue 4 to cover this, and I've got a blue 4 to cover this shield, a blue 5 to cover that shield, a yellow 6 to cover that, a yellow 4 to cover that, a black 6 to cover that one. Let's turn a pink 2 in to get a black 4 to cover this up here. So I need a yellow 5 and a blue 5. And instead of putting the blue 5 here, I'm going to turn in these 2 4 pinks to get a black 4. And I will put that in place of where this 5 is, so the 4 will go here. Oh, I got to spend time for each 6 rolled. So it looks like I rolled 2 6s. And since there are no cards, I actually have to put 2 wound markers there. I think that's all. I don't think I rolled. I don't think I did anything else. All I see is 2 6s. Yeah, just check the film. I only rolled the 2 6s, so this 2 time is right up here. One more time, or one more wound on the stairs, and she would actually take a wound. So got lucky there. Okay, let's go back to what I'm doing. I'm going to take this blue 5 and put it over here to gain a blue 5 and a yellow 5, which is what I need to finish filling up everything on this Shadow Stalker. And we're good. So we didn't have to use a potion again, didn't take any wounds, we did lose some time. That's okay, and I'm going to take him as experience. So I'm at 4 out of 10. On my way to level 4, and we're going to go ahead and descend and go to the next floor. Okay, and by the way, I got my heroic die for completing that combat encounter against the Shadow Stalker. So we're ready for floor 3. Now we got a new, it's Rotten Depths. If an encounter's consequence includes a poison, add 2 time to it. So I definitely don't want to have to take poisons this time. All right, discard 2 cards and explore the dungeon. And then I don't have any poison, so I don't have to resist poison. So we'll discard 2 cards and encounter another Vortex Stone. Now I can't take this as a potion because I've already got it as a potion, and you can't have duplicates. But I would probably take this, well, I might take it as an item to give myself another hit point. So I think I will just do the blue 12, which I only roll 3 blue, but that's okay. I will roll my heroic die though. Okay, I got a 3, and I'll roll 3 blue and a black. So now I can use a potion to prevent 2 of this damage if I have to take it. So it's not too bad because this is going to be rough. It's going to be hard to pull this off, I think. I'm going to be taking some kind of penalty. All right, I have to have a 4. So I'll just put the black 4 up here. I don't want to take a poison. I don't want to have to take a poison because then I would have to lose 2 time for sure. But let's see, I got 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I've got 14. All right, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and put this 6 over here because I don't want to have to take a poison, lose any more time than I need to. But I don't have enough. I've only got 3, 6, 7, 8. I need a 4. I can roll 2 black, but then I'd have to discard 1. So I can use luck. And I could also, I guess, prevent 2. Increasing 2 dice by 1 won't do any good because it'll just give me 10 out of 12. So I will spend a poison. I will spend a potion to roll 2 black dice and hope that one of them's a 4. All right, so I just need one of them to be a 4. And I do. I have a 5 and a 1. I'll discard 1. So that's going to be 5, 6, 7, and 3 is 10, and 3 is 13. So I did have to spend a potion, but I did it. I passed it, although I will take 1 damage and lose 1 time for this middle one over here, but I don't take any poison, I didn't lose any more time because I want to get as much as I can. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out this yellow 5, this yellow here, and make it experience and replace it with the vortex stone. And so because it'll give me another hit point. So now I've got 7 hit points. And I do have to spend a time because of the sludge. But I've got 7 experience now, 3 more experience, and I'll get that potion back that I spent. And now I've got 7 hit points. I'm pretty happy with that. And I still do have room for another item though. All right, let's keep going. And we encounter a goblin. All right, this should be something I'll just go ahead and encounter him. So for each closed door, spend a time. And I have 2 closed doors, so all right, I'll spend 2 time. So I roll 3 yellow, and so 3 yellow, 5 pink. Let's see, 4, 5 pink, 3 blue, and a black. And at the end of this combat, I'll get a heroic die. So that's good, but now I got to cover up this. I got to remember that. So let's see what happens here. Okay, let's take this pink 1 and give myself a black 4. I need a blue 4 to cover this shield over here, and that's the only shield that I have to cover. And then I'll take this blue 6, I think, to cover the 1 blue 6 that I need down here. I'm going to turn in these 2 3s, this blue 3 and the black 3, to get a yellow 5, pink 6, and a blue 4. And then I need a 10 blue over here. So I've got 8 right there that I could do. But all right, I need some pinks. Let's see, a 3. Well, I'm not real worried about losing time. I'm going to put a pink 3 over here to increase a yellow and a blue by 2. I'll increase this blue 4 to a 6, and that's going to give me the 10 that I need for up here. And then I'll increase this yellow 2, I guess, to a 4. So I'll put these 2 over here to cover that. And then I need a pink 5 for this 5 here. This pink 4 can cover that 3. This yellow 4 can cover the 4 up here. The yellow 5 can cover this 5 up here. A yellow 4 can cover this. This yellow 5 can cover that, and we got a pink 6 that can cover that, and we're good. One die left over, so there we go. And now I can either take this as an item to get another yellow die, or turn it in for XP. Let's see, I got 7 and bring me up to 9. Or I could get it as a skill, but I'd have to turn in 2 pink to roll 3 pink and discard 1. I think I'll just take it as an item, get another yellow. So that will cost me a time. And that's okay. But now let's say I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items. I'm at my max on items and 1 under my max on skills. Excuse me. So discard 2 and let's encounter this door. Oh, and that was a combat, so I get a heroic die. And we're at a standalone. So I'll probably use this as experience to go ahead and get up to my, because I got 7, this will be 10, and it will get me to level 4. So suffer poison when you place a 5 on this card. So I got to remember that. I don't know if I did that earlier or not in the game. Sorry about that if I didn't. But it's too late now. All right, so let's go ahead and encounter it. And I don't think I will roll my heroic die. I'll save it up for something else. So we've got, well, you know, why not? I don't know if it's going to give it back to me. Let's just use it. It's a 4. Okay, 4 yellow. All right, 4 yellow and 5 pink and 3 blue and a black. Okay, so I already rolled the 4. So let's see what I get here. All right, couple of 1s. And that 1 isn't going to do me a whole lot of good, either one of them. So I'll turn this black 1 into a black 4, I think. And then let's turn, I do need a blue 4, so I'll put that up here. And then I think I'll do something like I did last time. I'll turn in this black 4 and a blue 2 to give me a yellow 5, a pink 6, and a blue 4. And then I'll turn in a pink 3 to increase this blue 4 to a 6. And another yellow, I'll increase the yellow 2, I guess, up to a 4. And then I'll use this 4 and this 6 to cover the 10 that I need. I haven't put it, I got to remember, if I put a 5 here, I got to suffer a poison. So I want to try to avoid putting a 5 on the standalone. So I'll put a pink 6 over this pink 5. I'll put a yellow 6 over the yellow 5. A yellow 4 over the 4. Yellow 3 over the 3. A pink 4 over the 3. A pink 4, oops, that was a 4. Over the other 4. And then the yellow 5 I'll put up here. And I just need a yellow 4 up there. I'll turn in the pink 6 and a pink 5 to get a black 5 and put it up here. And we're good. So we did it, and I didn't put any 5s on him, so I don't suffer any poison. And I will go ahead and turn this standalone in. I get a heroic die because it was a combat. And I got 7 and 3 is 10. So these cards will leave the game, and I have leveled up to 4. When I level up to 4, I get another potion. So there's my 4th potion. And now every 5 experience points can earn me a potion. And I get to roll 2 encounter dice. All right, let's keep going. Discard 2 cards. And we have a wisp. And I could get another potion with this. All right, let's encounter it. You know, why not? It is a combat. I'll roll my black die. So a 3. And I'm rolling 4 yellow, 5 pink. So there's my 4 yellow. There's 3, 4, 5 pink, 3 blue, and 2 black now. Okay. And I got a pink 1. So let's just go ahead and turn that in right away for a black 4, like I've been doing. I've got a blue 6 and a blue 4. So I can turn that in for the 10. Well, I have to place a blue 4 first. So let's place the blue 4 up here on the yellow, on the green spot that I have to do. And then, well, I'll do what I did last time, I think. I'll turn this blue 6 over here because I don't need any blue 6s. I'll turn that in for a yellow 5, a pink 6, and a blue 4. And then I'll turn in this pink 2 to increase the blue 4 to a 6 and a yellow, let's see, let's do the yellow 3 to a 5. So we'll do 6 and 4 is 10 up here. All right, now I gotta fill in some spaces on this wisp too. The wisp has a lot of spaces to fill in. Let's see, I need a yellow 5 up here and a yellow 4. So I've got everything up here, but I might switch some things around. We'll see. So let's do a pink 3 there, the black 3 there, a blue 3 here. I'm going to try to cover up as much as I can of the poison. Pink 4. Okay. A 2 there. A 4 to cover that. Let's see. I don't mind losing time. Let's get this yellow 5 out because I might need to switch it out for something. All right, I'll turn in, well, I've only got 1 black die left. All right, well, I only have 1 black die left in the supply. So I'll put the yellow 5 back up here to cover this 4. I'll turn in 2 6 to get a black 6. I'm going to cover the 3 that has the wound and the time on it. And that's going to be it. So I'm going to lose a time and take a wound, but I think I actually will prevent that, 2 of that with a potion. I'm going to use a potion. So the potion will let me heal and it'll prevent that damage on this combat. So I'm only going to be losing a time. And that's going to be it. So I could take it as a potion, which I could get my potion back, or I could take it as an item or as experience. Let's see. I think I'll take the wisp as an item. So it's going to give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items. I got to spend the time to be able to do that. And so let's spend 2 time to start a new turn. We'll explore out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then I'll spend 1, 2 time just to see what this is. It is a poison cloud, okay? And it would give me another ability to roll a blue and then increase it by 2. And I could use it on the boss fight. So, let's see. What do I want to do? I got to cover all this over here. Do I really want to risk this? Okay, I could go for this and I probably would get it. It would give me either an item or a skill. But if I go for this and fail, I got 3 poison. Fail here, get 2 poison. I'm pretty happy. I've got 6 items, 3 skills. I'm at level 4. So I think I'm just going to flee and descend down. By the way, the wisp would have given me a heroic feat, but I can't use it against the boss. So I'll just get rid of it. But I'm going to descend down and we will take on the boss. Okay, so we're ready to take on the Mud Golem. And you see there, you have to do 12 damage to him to beat him. And at the start of each round, you exile 4 dice. And I've only got 5 black, so I don't want to have to exile any of those. But you can see there, if you can fill up enough spaces, I can do 9 damage on him right now. But I'd have to have 22 worth of blue, 22 worth of yellow to get 6 damage. And then a 5 pink, a 6 blue, and a 6 yellow. But let's start by exiling dice. And I guess I'll exile 1 of each. I'll do a pink for now, a blue, and a yellow. I don't want to do a black. And And I only need a 5 in pinks. So I guess I'll exile another pink for now. So that's gone. All right, let's build my dice up. So 4 yellow and 5 pink, which I have 1 pink left in the reserve here. So that's something to think about. Which I can, this flame walk will give me a pink 6, but that's the only one I have left. So let's see, 4, 5 pink, 4 blue, and 2 black because I'm level 4. All right, let's roll it up. I do have potions that I can use. Of course, the only abilities that I can use against him are Aid and Brawn. But that's okay. I can use them. Maybe I won't have to. Let's do as much damage as I can. And she has 7 hit points to work with here. Okay. Let's turn this pink in for a black 4 because a pink 1 is not going to do me a whole lot of good. So I do have 2 pink 5s I can use to cover up these spots here so she doesn't take damage. At least I can do that. Man, I didn't roll well at all. All right, these 2 blues and this 1 blue aren't going to do much good. Let's turn those in. That's 5 to get a blue 5 and a yellow 5. And then this pink 2 is not going to help me a whole lot. Let's turn it in to increase a yellow and a blue up by 2. So this blue 5 will become a 6. And let's have a yellow 4 become a 6. All right. Okay. I'm looking at it, and I have enough right now with the yellow and this black 3 that I have. It's 11. The yellow is 11, and 4 is 15. 3 is 18. 23. So I have enough yellow to cover up the 22 yellow, and I think it will do that because that'll give me 3 hits on him. And then if I use a potion, unfortunately, if I use a potion to increase 2 dice by 1, I could increase the 5 pink, but then I wouldn't have enough to cover up the 22. But if I increase these 2 black to 5s, I have 12. And 10 would have 22. So I think I will use a potion to increase the 4s to 5s. And that's going to give me 12 and 10. It's 22 to cover up the blue. There's really not much I can do for this. I could use a potion to roll 2 black dice and discard 1, but if I don't get a 5 or a 6, it won't do any good. I can save my potions up for later. I'm only taking 2 damage, so I think I'll stop there. So I will take 2 damage, but again, I have 2 potions. I can heal up some of that, but he is going to take 6 damage. So that's good. I'm halfway there on the first turn. That's the good news. The bad news is now we're at a new round, and I have to exile 4 dice. Well, let me look at what I'm going to have. I know I get 4 yellow. I know I get 5 pink. I get 4 blue. And I get 2 black. So I only got 1 pink in reserve, but I only need 1 pink. So I'm going to hold on to that pink. I don't want to get rid of it. I'll get rid of 1 blue. Because the other 2 blue I can bring in with abilities. I'll get rid of a blue. Well, I don't want to get rid of anything. I'll get rid of blue. I guess I will get rid of a black. Oh, I can't use luck anyway. And I can only bring in 1 black with exploit weakness. So I'll get rid of 2 blacks. So that's 3. Well, I guess I will get rid of a blue. So get rid of 4 dice. And here's my pool: 4 yellow, 5 pink, 4 blue, and 2 black. And hopefully all I really need to be able to do is get 6 hits on them. And so I don't have to get 22 in blue and yellow. I can cover these sides up here and just get one or the other. But I really want to be able to get this right here. And I have some potions and some abilities to help me. I didn't roll well at all. So let's see. Let's turn this pink in for the last 4 black. Let's turn in the black 2 and the blue 3 for blue to the blue 5. And it'll get us a blue 5 and a yellow 5. Okay, so now I've got 6 and 5's 11 in blue. Actually, I've got 16 in blue. 17 if I keep the 1, so 17 in blue. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this pink 1, turn it in, increase a yellow by 2, which will be this yellow 3. I'll make it a 5. And I think I'll make the blue 1 a 3. And then let's see. So that's 11. So that's 10, 16, and 3 is 19. And 4 is 23 over the 22 blue. And then I've got 10 and 10 is 23 for the yellow. So I've got the 6 damage that I need to win the game. This pink 5 will cover that 5. This pink 5 will cover that 5. And I don't need to worry about it. I mean, she'll take 2 damage, but that's okay. So she's going to take 2 damage. She's at 4 out of 7, but he is going to take 6 wounds, and he's got 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and we're out of 12. We'll have that potion standing as 12, and I did it. I defeated the Mud Golem. Okay, so let me go and talk about the game some. All right, well, that's One Deck Dungeon, Forest of Shadows. And as you hopefully can see in the gameplay, it is very similar to One Deck Dungeon in the core game, mechanics-wise, but it does add some more elements. It does add the poison tokens, which I only had to do the resist poison one time that I can remember in the game. But I also tried to keep it under control. When I would heal, I would remove poison if I could, and I would try to avoid getting poison because I didn't want them to pile up, because if you fail to resist poison, you do take 2 damage. And so that does add a little neat variant to the game and something to think about and to be aware of. But it also does add a little bit more complexity to the game. It is something else you have to think about. You have to remember that now at the end of the exploration phase that you have to do the resist poison. And I was a little concerned that that was going to make the game a little bit more fiddly, a little bit more to keep up with, maybe a little bit more annoying. But I really didn't think it was too bad. I think it works in seamlessly into the expansion, and it's a nice addition, I think, to the expansion. I like the exile mechanic for the dice because it really makes you, makes you not want to lose those dice. That one encounter I had with the monster that made me lose those 2 dice, I didn't want to have to encounter him. I've done games in the past where I just left him sitting on the board because I didn't want to lose dice, because I knew the boss, the Mud Golem, was going to make me lose dice. And so I think that's a neat addition to the game. And so it does add a little bit more. You get a basic potion to start with if you play the expansion. So there you go. And it is standalone, as I said earlier in the video. But now for the important thing, does One Deck Dungeon Forest of Shadow fit into the stocking? Well, it's the same size as the One Deck Dungeon core box, so yes, it does fit into the stocking. It's right there. And in fact, I have One Deck Dungeon right here. Both of them will fit into this size of stocking. Now, there's not a lot of room at the top, but both games are in the stocking. So, it could be something that you decide to get both of the One Deck Dungeon and the expansion Forest of Shadows, or you may just want to get one or the other, or you may not want to get either one. But hopefully this has been an informative video and an entertaining video. And if you did enjoy it, please consider to like and subscribe, and make sure you hit the notification bell, because I do have one more video left, a 5th game to showcase for this 5 stocking stuffers for Christmas. And until that video comes out, I'll save you a seat at the table.